Nobita was rummaging under Doraemon's mattress when he found an ancient scroll. He opened it and out popped a demon. But instead of harming Nobita, the demon gave him a card. With just a shake, he could pull out 300 yen. Nobita instantly thought, this can't be good. He knew that when making deals with demons, there's always a catch. But to his surprise, the demon didn't want his soul or life. It only asked for a small price. Every time he used the card, he'd lose 1 millimeter of height. At first, Nobita rejected the card. But after a bit of demon persuasion, he gave in. After all, he thought, I'll grow taller later. Every night at midnight, the demon would collect the height he lost that day. Nobita pinched himself, wondering if such a good thing could actually happen to him. His first try was simple. Shake the card, and 300 yen dropped right out. Excited, he ran out to buy the comics he loved. When Doraemon came back and asked where he got the comics, Nobita, feeling guilty, rushed to make up an excuse. At midnight, Nobita stared at the clock, wondering if he'd shrink. He stood in front of the mirror but didn't feel any shorter. Nobita shook the card again, and more money fell out. Just a little more couldn't hurt. Right, the sound of the money woke up Doraemon, and Nobita quickly hid the cash under the covers. The next day, Nobita went to the bookstore with Shizuka. She wanted a few books, but she didn't have enough pocket money. Nobita shook the card again, buying the books for her. Then, Fatso and Sunio saw them. On the way home, Nobita heard someone calling his name. He turned around and found Fatso and Sunio behind him. Fatso immediately asked for a skateboard. Nobita suggested Fatso buy one with his own pocket money, but Fatso guilt-tripped him into shaking the card again. That night, Nobita couldn't sleep, thinking about how much he'd spent. How many centimeters would he shrink by tomorrow? The next morning, Nobita got dressed, and when he saw his sleeves, he realized he was smaller, and he was scared. He locked the card in a drawer, sealing it with tape. But as soon as he left the house, he bumped into Fatso and Sunio. Two had broken a bunch of windows and vases while playing with the skateboard Nobita bought. Naturally, Nobita was partly responsible. Back home, he tore open the seal and shook the card again, pulling out more money. Just then, his uncle, Nobita Seishu, noticed the card and asked to borrow it. Nobita was careless, and the card slipped out of his pocket when he left. When he came back later, he saw his mom, Nobita Tamako, shaking the card and pulling out money. He rushed to tell Doraemon about it. Doraemon immediately recognized it as a dangerous item, but he still wanted to try and talk to the demon to stop Nobita from shrinking. The demon refused. Doraemon came up with a new plan. When the clock struck midnight, Nobita should have shrunk, but he didn't. Doraemon had already turned on the growth light. Even if Nobita did shrink, he'd be able to grow back. Fearing the worst, Doraemon decided to destroy the demon's card, but Nobita grabbed it, and with the growth light on, he figured he could use it as much as he wanted without worrying.